A very good afternoon, everyone. I, Dr. Vani Agarwal, Assistant Professor and Business Analytics Program Coordinator, Amity Business School, Amity University, Haryana, welcomes you all to this Management Development Program on data visualization and storytelling using Tableau software. In Amity Business School, every year we conduct faculty development programs, executive development programs, management development programs to cater the market demand. AUH Gurugram is built on a foundation which embodies all the qualities that have made Amity institutions world-class over the last 2 decades. It has instituted global standards in education, training, and research with state-of-the-art infrastructure and the latest teaching methodologies. The overall campus life is very exciting and vibrant, where students are involved in various activities which provide them a host of opportunities to constantly reinvent themselves, handling new situations and technology, understanding people management skills, and experimenting new things which prepare them to become not only accomplished professionals, but also a good human beings. The campus provides a multicultural environment with the presence of students from across India and more than 15 countries who share diversity of regions, ethnicities, flavors, and cuisines, giving the campuses a global outlook. The USGBC LEED Platinum Certificate is a testimonial of Amity University Haryana's commitment to sustainable green campus, making carbon neutral university by focusing on high energy efficient building and sustainable practices. In the Impact Global ranking, Amity has been ranked 32 globally for affordable and clean energy, that is SDG 7, and 63 globally for climate action, that is SDG 13, and among top 201 to 300 globally overall. Amity Business School, ABS, under the Faculty of Management Studies and Behavioral Science, a part of Amity University, Haryana, Gurugram, was established in 2010. This institution is NAAC A accredited institution. The institute is accredited by Accreditation Service for International Colleges, ASIC, UK, an international body for educational standards assessment, and Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs, ASBSP, USA, a prestigious international accreditation body and a global premier destination in the field of business management, and also ranked among top 100 business school in NIRF ranking, and also among top 10 business school by Times of India ranking. Academic programs at Amity Business School enable students to find the route to success by putting theory into practice, discover and implement innovative solutions to real-world problems. I am happy to share that we have designed a complete series of online FTPs and MDPs in this academic year on advanced research methods, data analysis, and data visualization using various analytical tools. In this series, we have successfully completed 2 of our MDPs program. First MDP on data science for managers, second MDP on data analysis using R programming, with a good number of participants from various organizations and universities. Today, we are starting with our third MDP on data visualization and storytelling using Tableau. This MDP aims to introduce data visualization and the Tableau software and how Tableau is useful in data visualization to solve business, economic, and research problems. This hands-on MDP will demonstrate how to install Tableau, how to create basic and advanced charts, graphs, visuals in Tableau, how to analyze data, how to create interactive dashboards, and storytelling. After the completion of this program, participants will be able to generate powerful visuals, analytical insights, reports, and dashboards that will help to take better business decisions. Now, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Vikas Madhukar, Pro Vice Chancellor and Dean Faculty of Management Studies, Amity University, Haryana, for the opening remarks. Dr. Vikas Madhukar is specialized in finance and strategy and holds his doctorate in international finance from Kurukshetra University. He is presently working as Pro-Vice Chancellor at Amity University Gurugram and Dean Faculty of Management Studies, Director, Amity Business School, and also heading the Amity Innovation Incubation, which is supported by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology under Mighty Tide 2.0 and leading entrepreneurship and startup initiatives at the university. He has mentored several students in translating their ideas into business model and provided startup support through Incubation Center. He has rich and varied experience for more than 22 years in teaching, training, research, consultancy, and administration. He has produced 10 PhDs and contributed more than 65 research papers in different national and international journals and conferences, and authored articles in Times of India, and published 5 books on strategy and on other management areas. He has been a resource person and trainer to various public and private sector organizations like Ericsson, Keen India, Food Corporation of India, and QL2 Software, etc. He is the editor-in-chief of Amity Management Analyst, the prestigious biannual refereed journal of Amity Business School, and also heading Center for Financial Analytics. He has implemented several reforms in the area of students' enrollment and contributed immensely in implementing various academic and administrative initiatives in key strategic areas of university. A guide and a mentor, he led with collaborative approach and possess excellent multitasking skill. Now, sir, I invite you for the welcome address and opening remark. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vani Agarwal, and thank you to Dr. Monica Arora. My both faculty members are basically the chief coordinator and resource person for this very important MDP on data visualization and storytelling. Very good afternoon to all, and on behalf of our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, and our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Asim Chauhan, and our respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. P.V. Sharma, on my personal behalf and also on behalf of entire faculty members and students of Amity University, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you to this very important 5 days management development program on data visualization and storytelling. Before I say something, I share few words with you. May I advise all of you to please open your camera, at least I should be able to see who else are there, and that will make interaction more interactive. I have already converted my screen into a gallery pattern, so I can see now Geetika Agarwal, our own faculty member in Amity University, and she's also my research scholar. She's a faculty in foreign language school teaching Korean. Sarvesh Kumar, I can see Ritu Sharma. She is, Ritu, you can a little bit adjust your camera so that everybody can see you. Dr. Ritu Sharma is Associate Professor in Marketing, and she's also an expert and a resource person in business analytic, data analytic, and very strong in this field. Then Ram Mohan, Tina, Hasija, Manav Khatta. Now, Manav Khatta, your camera is off. Shazia Khan, Shalini Sina, Rachita Ota, Mona, Deepika Saraf. Yes, Deepika, I read your message. Are we waiting for someone? Really, we were waiting for a few more participants to join for this FDP. Yeah, Professor Dr. Nutan Kaushik, a very senior professor from our Amity University, Uttar Pradesh. Madam, very great to see you here. And when I was going through the list of participants, I was really happy to see your name as a participant.
Because this software I have never used, so I just want to learn about this.
Oh, very good. So Dr. Nutan Kaushik ji is a very, very senior professor, scientist and researcher at Amity University, Uttar Pradesh. Harsha Nath, Gunjan Rajput, and many others, their camera is not switched on, but yes, they are here. So I can see that we have many students, many PhD research scholars, then faculty members, senior professors, practitioners, And of course, I saw Major General J.S. Dhul name also. He is a director of Amity Institute of Defense Technology and deputy director of Amity School of Engineering and Technology. However, I can't see him right now, but his name was there in the participant list. So a very good afternoon to all. So as Dr. Vani was talking about different faculty development program or management development program. So, the data visualization and storytelling, because, whenever we're talking about research, we all know that data plays a very important role. And, what is my personal experience with the faculty member and research scholar, right? Uh, many of them are having a lot of data, right? But the problem with them is they are not able to convert that data into a meaningful information to use that data for the purpose of decision making. So where we're talking about data analysis, because data itself in data form has no meaning and utility until and unless we are able to process that data in desired manner, keeping in mind the objective and outcome, what we intend to have from that data. So that processing is very important. So now when we're talking about processing, we have two ways to process data. So one, we are utilizing various kind of statistical and econometric tool in order to analyze the data and derive what are the outcome. But the second way of having meaningful information from that data is to analyze that data in a fashion that we should be able to present that data in a meaningful way. So while we are talking about current MDP on data visualization and storytelling, it is nothing but it's all talk about the ability of a researcher to present data, to present and communicate data effectively using narrative and visualization. So when I say narrative and visualization, so what are those? Here I'm talking about the various kind of visuals, what we can use in order to present our data in a meaningful way, whether they are plot, scatter diagram, graph, pie chart, bar, or any other kind of visual presentation, right? So, but it's again important that what kind of tool are we using in order to present that data, because ultimately when we talk about the basic tool Excel, so Excel has certain limitation, right? But when we are moving towards the latest analytical software, like either it is Tableau or Power BI, so these two software provides a lot of flexibility and a lot of ease also. They are user friendly also to help us in making a better visualization of our data. And believe me, once you are able to process the large number of data set in a meaningful way, you yourself will feel excited while seeing the outcome of your analysis, and you'll feel, oh my god, I was carrying so much useful data otherwise, which was unable to make an impression, unable to present the information which I can now present with the help of the tool which I am being using with the help of either Tableau or Power BI. Dr. Vani, this is particularly focused on Tableau, right?
Yeah,
So,
this is for Tableau only. Yeah.
so the present MDP is only going to talk about a powerful software Tableau, and yes, the with the different session, once you will progress, you will learn about that what are the various functions and the desired outcome can be achieved with the help of the easy way, easy user friendly platform provided by the Tableau. So I'm sure that this particular FDP is going to be highly useful, and this is easy also. Once you are learning the typical statistical or econometric tool, you feel little bit difficult in getting into that. But while you are learning Tableau, the presentation technique of data, it is quite easy as compared to learning the other tool. So, I was going through the list, and I saw that the participants are very diversified. Apart from the various university institution located in Gurgaon and NCR, whether it is Delhi or Noida, we have got participants from distant places also. For example, the participants are from Bihar, Odisha, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, and Madhya Pradesh. So almost the diversity is there from around 12 states. And as I was talking about that, not only the student, research scholar, faculty members, and senior professors, we have participant from industry. So we have quite a good number of practitioners. I would like to name out the name of few from Indian Oil Corporation, then TAP Automotive, and then Apollo Pharmacy, and one or two more are there. So, so Dr. Vani and Dr. Monica, so I wishing you all the best to conduct this management development program, and as usual, I'll come back in between, and will also benefit from your lectures and session. And I'm sure that the current MDP is going to give you a lot of insight about the management of big data, and will facilitate you in presenting the large amount of data in a meaningful way. With these few words, I once again extend a very warm welcome to all of you and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your good wishes. Now, like for the next 5 days, like I myself and Dr. Monica Arora, both of us will try our best to provide a good hands-on learning atmosphere to all the participants. And it should be a two-way communication that we are expecting. It should not be like a classroom learning and one-way communication. No. So please, because this is a practical workshop, right? This is like practical program. So we expect that wherever you face any problem, you can stop us in between. That's why we have provided camera rights and as well as the mic rights to each of the participant. So, and we are expecting that everybody should gain something at the end of the 5 years. You should feel that, yes, we can create a very good dashboard, interactive dashboard. We can create good number of visuals out of our data set. So like as per your requirement, you can ask, like if you are from a medical field, you can ask for your data set. If you are from a research field, you can ask queries from your field. So like house is open for this. So for today's session, Dr. Monica is the resource person. I just want to introduce her. So Dr. Monica Arora is working as a professor at Amity Business School, Gurugram. She has worked at APJ School of Management, New Delhi for 21 years. She has more than 24 years of experience in teaching and industry in the area of information technology and operations. She has a PhD from MPBHOU Bhopal. She has worked with companies like Nucleus Software Exports Limited, Platinum EDU, and Global Information System Technology. As a resource person, she has delivered MDPs on data visualization using Tableau, analytics and business modeling using Excel, project risk management, project management, making UTech smart, etc. She has also conducted various training programs for students of universities. She has worked on consulting assignment for a university and Royal Government of Bhutan. She has developed and implemented various in-house projects and templates for APJ School of Management. She has a strong inclination towards both teaching and research. Her area of interest include data mining, e-commerce, data retrieval, and analytics. She has numerous research papers published in national as well as reputed international journals. She played a role as reviewer in International Journal of Indian Culture and Business Management and Benchmarking. She was also co-chair and chair of various conferences in Delhi region. In addition, she has also published a book on efficient and intelligent data retrieval in semantic web. So Monica ma'am, like the house, like the floor is all yours. So please, you can start with your session. And we have shared the program schedule with each of you. right? So day one, we are doing the installation of the Tableau, data visualization and its significance. So Monica ma'am, you can start the session. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I am audible, right?
Yes, yes, you
Yes.
are. Yeah.
Okay. So this on this session of day one, Vani ma'am and Badhuka sir has already explained you about what is the relevance of data and how the data visualization plays an important role. So we start with what is data visualization and its significance, and followed by the Tableau installation. Now, how the Excel is different from Tableau, and then I will take you to the installation of Tableau, and then from maybe today or tomorrow, we will be starting with the different options of the Tableau which is available, like menu options and the relevance of importance of each and every options, menu options and the other which are available. Followed by how to create fields, what are the different, how to interact with the data files, then navigating the Tableau, what all best we can do with the Tableau, because Tableau is again a data visualization tool which can do a number of things apart from the data visualization. So we can share, we can collaborate, we can have a server. So there are different types of Tableau which is there. So based on the requirement to requirement, you can see which Tableau is best for your organization. If you already had a licensed version, then what all Tableau can do when the data is coming from the different sources in the one server, and then you can prepare different charts, and that how that can be useful for the organization. Apart from this, then how to how to use in the PowerPoint slides, how to you make a presentation. So we will be taking you to the hands-on on Tableau, and then further how you can make a storytelling out of the dashboard so that it can be presented in a beautiful manner and it can be directly linked to the data. So this is how we have planned for the 5 days MDP. First 2 days, the day one and day two, today and tomorrow, I will be taking. Then day 3 and day 4, Vani ma'am will be continuing with the concept. And then finally, the last day, we both will be contributing for the session. So I just start with I have made a very small presentation so that you can have a hands-on, so that you can see that how we can go about it. So data visualization. So this is the topic, session 1. Don't limit yourself. So this is something which is very, very important, because when you are trying to make something on the Tableau, or using some information, or using some diagrams, using some charts, right? So you should look for the unlimited option. So don't limit yourself in terms of placing a chart, or in terms of positioning, or in terms of having a specific nature of like if there are this kind of chart, then I will be restrict to this, right? So you Tableau will give you unlimited options where you can see that what best you can do and how it can be explained for the better decision making. So when we talk about the data visualization, so data visualization is something which can also relate to the data mining, because data mining, in the data mining, again, you have further a big set of data, and then where you are mining to and coming to a specific set of the data, and where you can get the more and more information for that data. Like say, supposingly, if you have a data of different regions, then the gender or the region, so it is northwest, south, right? Then you have a products inside that. So which product is doing better in terms of sales? So you can specifically look for it, because the data is in the visualization form. You can easily make out by different colors of different regions, different products, which product is doing better, sales, which quantity is related to which product or something like that, right? So that can be easily, you can visualize, and based on the visualization, the one can take the decision maybe for the next quarter, maybe for the next year, how I can go about it, how I can improve my sales, how I can make more profit. So this is the ultimate aim of any organization. So that's how you can start digging out the data, mining the data, and have a proper visualization of the data for the decision. So when we talk about the visualization, visualization is something where it is a form of a mental vision. So this is the general Google definition I have taken for the visualization. So mental vision, image, picture, that is something which is not visible or present to the sight, but it is an abstraction. So to make a visible to the mind or imagination, that is what is the visualization or a visualize. So visualization is a use of computer graphics to create the visual images and aid of understanding a complex and massive representation of data. Visual data mining is again a process of discovering implicit but useful knowledge from the large data using visualization technique. So it is something, a large data, large in numbers. If you have thousands or the lakhs of data which is available, you can get a summarization of the data, which is not actually can be seen or can be visualized in terms of when the data is in the form of tables, but many more information that can be segregated, that can be seen with by using a data visualization technique. Because the data is increasing day by day, we have lots and lots of data which is available. There are many companies who has come up with the data, like if you have a Kaggle, if you have GitHub. So there are lots of data which is available. The only thing is use that data in a proper way. So that is what it's a concern, where you can see the data, where you can use that data and gather and arrange that data in a effective manner. So that is what is required. So when we talk about the tools of the visualization, so there can be different types of visualization where you can have a different maps, you can have graphs, you can have table. So table is again a form of visualization. So table, we have row and column. That can be again a visualization, which is a very simple visualization which we use in our PowerPoint, which we use when we have a small set of data to be displayed. And the another one, if you want to have a relationship to be found, or a specific value or a message that contains in the proper shape of the data, then we talk about the graphs. So where to use graphs, where to use tables. So table are best when you need specific values. You need a specific values, like say 98 point highest marks. So it is 98.0 or 99 point something. So if you want a specific value to be quoted, then in that case, you will be using a table and a specific value. A user need a precise value, you need a precise comparison related to values. You have multiple data sets and with a different unit of measure. And secondly, when we use graph, so graph is a message that contains shape of values. You want to reveal the relationship with the multiple values, similarity and differences, show the general trends. You have a large data set. So for the specific reason, we will be using the graph where you have more than values, more values or more data set or large data set to be displayed. Graphs and tables serves different purposes. Choose the appropriate data which fit for your purpose. So there may be some cases where we prefer a table to be fit in for the displaying purpose. But in some cases, we are not comfortable with if you have too many of records, too many of data. So we do not prefer the table should be there. We can have the graph where we can show some relationship, where you can bifurcate the data in terms of month wise, or in terms of region wise, in terms of product or something. So if I talk about the visualization, so visualization, normally we go for it becomes very easy when we use the Tableau for the same purpose, because Tableau is something where you don't have to struggle for the number of variables. If there are two variables, then automatically at the right hand side you see that the options of column, chart, scatter plots will be highlighted if you have selected two variables. If you have selected one variable or three variable, then automatically you will be getting options that are selected. So it is very easy for Tableau, because Tableau, when we see that it has a certain purpose, and the purpose is the visualization. So it gives a better visualization, it gives a hands-on, it has multiple options which are available, which the Excel or in any other software we have not think of. So that all you can see easily, and you can work out in Tableau. If you look for the visualization, the relationship between the two variable, if you have two variable, you want to see so I have taken a small data and covered most of the things when which particular type of chart which is available, because that will be easy when tomorrow when we go on for the hands-on exercise on Tableau. So it will be easy for you to see that these are all graphs and plots that can be easily worked out. So it can be, there are 4 categories where you can use the visualization. You can use the visualization in terms of showing the relationship. If it is the two dimension relationship, then there is a scatter plot. If it is 3-dimension relationship, then there is a bubble plot which is there with the 3 variables. Then there is a column chart where you can show the distribution, like it can be a month-wise distribution, it can be a region-wise distribution, then that can be shown by the column chart. Similarly, the distribution can also be shown with the scatter plot variables as well. Then there is a composition where you can have a stacked column chart. So stacked column chart is again when we have different regions, when we have overall sales, we have region-wise sales, we have like if you have divided into different quarters, then you have Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 sales, overall sales, something like that. Then there can be a pie chart, there can be a waterfall chart, which is again one of the options which is there in Tableau, and that can be seen as a data visualization. Comparison between the items that can be done by the spider chart. There is a bar chart. There is a table which has a many category. You can simply draw a table. Then over the time, you can have show it by line chart, by area chart, and by column chart. So this is how we can use the different visualization tools. So I will just pause in between, and we can have a interaction where you can show that is there any new chart that you had came across which was just discussed. You can write it on the chat box, and we can see that I have discussed about most of the charts. And is there any new chart that you had came across, or a new way of representation which you have came across? You can write it in the chat box. If you want to speak out, you can speak. That is time series chart. Okay. So Mona Chandra says time series chart. Anyone with the new specific chart that has been discussed? When I have named all the different charts, that is spider chart, okay. Ramohan says that it is a spider chart which he has not came across. Okay, so wonderful. So we have a time series chart where you can show with the scatter diagram the charts over the time, over the dates, over that can be beautifully represented. It is showing all the values over the years. Yes. So over the years, if you want to show something, so that can be shown with the time series chart, which is there, which we normally use as a scatter chart. So if if you can, I will just take you to the different charts and where we can see that what are the do and don'ts for displaying a chart. Again, Tableau is going to help you for the do and don'ts, because in the Tableau it has a certain restricted features. It has a certain features which will help you in making a colorful chart by its own. So if I want to create a relationship between by using the scatter chart, I have, so this is the dummy data which I have taken just to show you the different types of chart. So number of products and the sales. So this is charts that can represent the two dimension, the number of products in x-axis and the number of sales or the sales in the y-axis. It convey the impression showing the relationship between the two variable. The relationship is a very positive relationship between the two that can be shown by the scatter diagram or a scatter plot. This is a three-dimension relationship chart where if you can see that there are the two dimension, which is a number of product and sales and percentage of market share that shows by the bubble. So bigger the bubble is, like if you can see that 22 and 3200 is the like 32 is somewhat here, so you get a very big bubble which is there, right? So it shows a three dimension where you have a relationship between the 1 and 2, and the third dimension is in terms of percentage. The bigger is the bubble, the bigger is the market share. So when you take the combination of the two, the combination with the biggest bubble is the 22 as the number of products, and the 32,000 is the sales, and the percentage of market share, that is 42, which shows in terms of the bubble, biggest bubble. So in this way you can visualize the size of the bubble, and then accordingly you can work out with the transaction of the number of products and the sales. Then the composition with the stacked and the column. So if you have the data of the different brands, the month-wise data, and I have the month-wise data, sorry, the year-wise data with 2017, 18, and 19. So I can see over the 3 years, which is my the longest bar which is there, right? So longest bar is the PAPI one, which the number of which defines the sales over 3 years, right? So if I take the count, if I take the sum of all the three over the years, I will get the highest number for the PAPI. But when you compare the colors, all the three colors like 2017, 18, and 19. So 2018 is somewhat where you have a very lowest sales with all the brands. Right. So if you can compare, you can see that the orange bar in all the different brands is a very less band which is there. So band size is small in all the comparison. Like if you can see that in 2018, the Buffalo is the lowest one, right, as compared to the others, and the highest among them is the Adidas. So I can see with respect to the color and the overall, I can see that the Pepe is doing better than any other brand. But if you compare for 2019, so 2019, the Wildcraft has done better as compared to any other brand. So something like that, right? So these are the three different colors: visualization, color wise, total size of the band, etc., can be seen and can be visualized. So in this way, you can look at this chart and you can compare between the three years which are there, and how there is the comparison of different brands in this following 3 years. So that can be done as it is a stacked. So stacked me, you will be getting the overall, as well as you can compare with respect to the individual ones as well, because as it is showing with a different color. Similarly, the same type of chart where it is shown as a area chart, and for all the 3 years, you can see that you can see only the Adidas where you can have a red color that can be seen, right? Because of the comparison between the three colors. So now, because the 2018 with the same set of data, I have created this chart. So 2018 is the year where you have a minimum sales for all the brands. So you can see that only a very Adidas, where you can see the very small orange color can be seen. So in this way, you can have a comparison between the three brands. So similar way, you can look for the different chart, like there is a pie chart. What is the advantage of using pie chart? What is the advantage of using pie chart? Anyone? Where we use pie chart? Okay, yeah. So Deepika says that it is a proportion distribution. Yes, so proportionally, it is displaying the market share of the sales out of rate. So out of the 360-degree, because the whole circle is of 360-degree, it will automatically convert the data segregation. Yes, Sarvesh. So it is showing you out of 360-degree, you can easily point it out the number of males and the percentage of the males and females. Because and you don't have to calculate the percentage. This is a particular chart where you don't have to calculate the percentage, and automatically it will calculate a percentage for you based on the 100. So if you sum up this with 100 and then divide it by, so the proportionate amount that can be shown as 52%, 7%, and 47%. So the pie chart, if you have too many, if you have a few categories, like it can be 2, it can be 3, then we prefer to have a chart like pie chart. But if you have many more categories, like if it is 15 options which is there, or 15 categories which is there, then pie chart is not the best to use for the same, right? So if you have 2-3 options where you can see the percentage, then it can be either a slice of a pie chart, or it can be where you can have a set of categorical or the nominal data which can take care of. But if they are having too many of segments, like in the second figure, you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options which are there, and it is not showing any relevance. Like you can easily point out, like for the 27% is the high one, then 80, then 14, and then, right? So it is not showing much relevance to the in case of pie chart. So in that case, you can go for a bar chart or something where you can easily see the bar and easily find out which bar is the bigger one. But if you have too many of the slices, then it will be more confusing for the user. Then there is a waterfall chart. Waterfall chart is something which is somewhat called as the stacked one. Like if you have a sales of 34, which is 2016, then it has increased to 54, which is after 2016, then that is increased to 54, right? To increase color, then there is a decrease color and there is a total. So total can be seen with this gray color, right? So there is a total which is lying with this gray color, and then you have, so this is a chart which is called as the waterfall chart. So waterfall chart where you have an increase, where you have decrease. If it is a negative, then that will show you the decrease, and you can easily figure out where it has increased and where it has decreased. Then there is a next item where you have a comparison between a multiple item or a table. So there are many categories, like if you have a data of the product, region and sales. So if I want to see the region wise sales, so I can figure out and I can find out what is the sales of the region wise. So east we have product is A, B and C, and then the north we have B and C. And then the west you have A and C. So this is a tabular format for the multiple categories. You can create a pivot table. And under the pivot table, you can see that what are the options which are there. So you can get a number of sales if you want to hide, or if you want to see that what is the total east sales, total north sales and west sales. And this is the overall details of the sales, where you can have a products of the individual sales. So this is how you can create a pivot table for the comparison of them using multiple tables. Next is the spider chart. Spider chart is where you have the same kind of categories. Like in this particular case, there are the vehicles where I have just taken a name of 5-6 vehicles and have a comparison in terms of, this is again a hypothetical figure to show you the difference of colors in terms of properties, like there is a price, appearance and mileage, and show this with the spider chart. So spider chart where you can see that all the corners are the brands of the cars. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brands, and how they are being rated as comparison to the price, appearance and the mileages. So Desire has all those 10 scores, means the highest rated for all the 3 categories. Similarly, you can see the comparison between the Alto, like which is the highest one. It has the highest, the gray color, gray is mileage, then it has appearance, and thirdly it has price or something. Price is low. So this is how you can have a comparison when you want to consider certain properties or certain features where it has been ranked with the specific, and then that can be considered. So these are all the charts which are there in the latest version of the like Excel 360 and Excel 17 and above, where you can see where in the earlier versions of Excel you cannot find out this chart, but the latest versions of Excel has all these charts which are available. So it was there in the Tableau, it was there in Power BI. So the same has been incorporated in the Excel as well. So now these, in the latest version, these are all the graphs which are available, all the charts which are available in the latest Excel versions. The comparison between the multiple item of a bar chart. This is the bar where you can see the month-wise. There are the month that is 2016, then 2017 and 2018. If you want to have a comparison between the three, then there can be a line chart, there can be a bar chart, or there can be a column chart that can be prepared, and you can see the comparison in 2016, 17 and 18. This one is the line chart, which is over the time. If you want to see the line from the 2006 to 2014, how the variable or how it can be distinguished. In the similar way, the trend visualization, which is there, so that can be seen either over the year or over the month. It can be for the men wise, women wise, right? So you can have a different colors. It can be for the both sexes. So this is the total which is there. So it can be easily compared. Then there is the chart, which is again a bar chart, where again column chart, where you can see the comparison between the two, where the 2006 onwards to 2014, you can see the number of sales which is there in 2008, which is where the sales has been the highest one, right? So in this way, it can easily be compared. But if you are seeing a value of the data or in the table, you are not able to compare 90,000 is the highest one, right? But if it can be visualized in this manner, then it can be easily pointed out. So simple representation of bar graph, it can be either, you can have an option where you can have a boys and girls together. You can either go for a bar chart or go for a column chart. So that can be seen, or that can be you can find out how it can be workable. In the simple way, there is an area chart which is there. And this area chart can be seen with respect to the pointed, with respect to the comparison. You can see, you can take the cursor to a particular point and you can see that what is the total number of sales, what are the details of the sales which is there. So it will by default will be taken to as a legend for the sales as well as to the point 2008. Right. So next, you can have a distribution. You can have a column chart. So you can see the distribution based on the age and salary. Then there is a distribution with the scatter plot of two variables. So that can also be seen with the salary and the experience. Then there is a heat map, which is very, very important, which shows that with the different colors, and you have a specific band of colors which has a lowest value and the highest value. Different combination of those values that can be considered, right? So lower is the red color, if you can see that, because this is not a part of, these are the labels which are not the part of any heat map, but because it has been considered as a number, so it has been taken. So the lowest value is the red color and the highest value is the blue color. So if you have more of light red, so it is and it is moving towards from red to yellow, red to blue. So in this way, you can, again, in the tableau also, there are different color combination which has a different ranges where you can select. And in the heat map, you can have a different combination also, right? So you can have a green with some different color. So you can change the color, you can have the heat colors. And there is a proper legend where you can where you can see that what is going to be the highest value and the lowest value. So this can be done by the custom where you can have a colors can where you can change the different colors based on the option, and then you can make those. There is a tree map which is very, very important. You can just go through this tree map. I will just come in 2 minutes having a water, and then I will come back. Yes. So what is so just put it in the chat box. What do you have understood from this tree maps? Yes, so Sarvesh, Ram Mohan, what all you have understood by this tree map? So it has the comparative values. Yes. Tree maps display the hierarchical data according to the data available. Yes. So it is basically when you have a comparative, as Mona says that it is a comparative value. So it has taken a comparative values with the state, right, and the segment, right. So it's shown in a rectangle. So when you see the left side, like left corner, so that is the highest value. So Haryana, if you add on all the sales of Haryana, it is a maximum, right? So maximum sales is the Haryana. That's why it is left corner. Then the less sales is the Delhi, and then the third least sales is Uttar Pradesh. So that is shown by left to right. Similarly, when we talk about the Haryana, so Haryana company 1 has the maximum sales as compared to the company 8, because company 8 is towards the right. So left corner is the maximum sales. Similarly, when you go down, so if you want to see the least...
Sorry to disturb you. Please make it full screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can compare like Haryana, so the box of the Haryana is, because it is at the left side, right? So Haryana is having the maximum sales as compared to Delhi, as compared to Uttar Pradesh. And when you compare between the Haryana, the company 1 having a maximum sales as compared to company 8, because company 8 is the right hand side. And similarly for the down also, it is having the less sales, right? So company, when you compare between company 7, company 8 and company 2, company 9. So company 9 is having a maximum sales as compared to company 7 and company 2, because they are at the second order. But when you compare between left to right, so it is the left is the maximum, and then you have a next value, and then you have the third value. In the similar way, out of this, you can see that the company 5 is 20,000 something, and then so lease sales, if you want, so this is going to be the lease sales. So lease sales is in the Haryana. There is this company which is having the lease sales, which is at the right corner. So when you have a comparison between Haryana, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh, so the Haryana is having a maximum sales as compared to Delhi and Uttar Pradesh. And when you compare between the Haryana, then this, like, I think 4 is there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, which is there. So which one number is left? That is, I think that is number 8 or something, 8, 9, 9. 9 is also there. So this one is having a minimum sales, right? So you can see with the number, so number of Haryana, where you can have a company 4, Company 4 is having the minimum sales. After company 4, there must be company 3. Right? So in this way, you can have a comparison when you are using tree maps. And similar way for the Uttar Pradesh, company 7 and company 5. Company 5 is having the least sales as compared to company 7, as compared to company 4 and then company 5. So this is how you can have a comparison between the sales. You can figure out by seeing the values, you can figure out at the one go which is having the highest sales. Right? So this is how you can move from left to right, and you can see, you can figure out based on the comparison in the individual, as well as with a category called state, with the category called segment, and with the amount of the sales. So this is how you can use the tree map. The next is the box plot. So box plot is very, very important plot, which is for this time it can be used as the exploratory analysis, because it is showing you too much of information which is related to the median, which is related to average, which is related to first quartile, second quartile, minimum, maximum. So all this information that can be seen. So if you have a Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and Haryana, you can see the based on the box size, based on the middle value, right? You can see that the maximum number of the values where it lie, right? So if you can see that which is normally distributed, because if you can see the line between the minimum and the maximum, in case of Haryana, it is quite balanced. But in case of Uttar Pradesh, right, you can see the box size is more, because the values are more distributed over the box, where you have a quartile 1 and quartile 3, right? And similarly, in case of Delhi, it has the highest value which is there, the maximum is there, maximum is high as compared to all the 3. But the data which is more concise in the quarter 1 and quarter 3. So based on the size, you can see. And there is another information which is called as the line, and where is the called as the cross. So the cross is the average value and the line is the median value. Right? So in this, how the data is being distributed, that can be seen. If you can see that the comparison, so how it can be defined, there is a quarter 1, there is a quarter 3, which has defined, then you have a minimum and the maximum value of the each category. So this is how you can see, you can prepare a box plot, you can have a comparison between the 3 different categories, and you can have an analysis also. So good elements of the good graph is there should be a proper title of the graph. There should be axis labels which are there, whether it is x-axis or y-axis. Then adding the date on the chart is again when you have displayed that particular chart, and the legend has to be properly given. Right, so based on the color of the chart, there you can define, or you can give the different legend, where what all colors you have used and how it is being defined. So in this way, so again in the Tableau you will be getting all the options which are available, and where you can give a proper title to the sheet, give the proper title to the graph, and you can use it. This is again the scale of the distribution. If you can see the scale, and if you can figure out with a number, so you can see that there is a very small difference in the sales. In 1999 and the 2000, there is just a 5 units, there is only there's a difference of only 5. 5 rupees or maybe, right? So, but if you had plotted in this graph in such a way that it shows that the scale is quite high, there's a quite decline in 2000 as compared to 1999. So it's a better if you can define, or if you can see that, if you can see this scale, it is showing that there is a very slight difference in the sales, right? So this is how you can project the sales as compared to the previous. Your difference is too high, but it is actually not there. So because of the scale that you have used is starting from 2095. But when you use the proper scale from 0, you can see that the sales, which is approximately same, right? So it is again very, very important what type of the scales you have used. By default, it may be like that, but you have to change the scale so that it should not, because the difference is not much, but it is showing a lots of difference. Integrating the various charts, you can have a column chart with a line chart. Again, there is an option which is there in the Tableau. The dashboard is something where you can have multiple charts together, right, for the specific purpose. So if you can see this, where we have a market share, you have order size, you have new customer, you have time on delivery, you have satisfaction, and then you have different quarter-wise sales for different regions and top 10 customer. Then you have the sales pipeline, right, with the different colors, which shows that the 25%, 50% and etc. So this is how you can, you will be creating a dashboard, you will be creating different sheets, and then you will be incorporating in the dashboard so that you can get a clear picture about the overall picture about your sales. So whether one has to look for the revenue or the profit or the order size, one can easily see that where is the problem with the data. So now I will be starting with the Tableau. So some theory about the Tableau, and then we will be looking forward for the Tableau installation. So Tableau, next slides, I will be just taking you to the idea about, giving you the idea about how the Tableau is different from Excel. So anything which comes in your mind, how the Tableau is different from Excel. Anything which comes in your mind related to Tableau, how it is different from Excel? How Tableau is different from Excel?
Yes, Mona Chandra, you're raising your hand. You want to answer, or you
Yeah.
have some question?
Tableau, okay, Mona Chandra is saying, can Tableau shows the dynamic chart like GDP of 26 countries over the, yes, why not? Because Tableau is only for the Tableau, but dynamic chart is again depending upon the data. If you have the data which is the real-time data, then in that case you have to use you have to install the Tableau according to that, right? But if it is a static data which is there at the backend, you can incorporate, you can add, and then you can see the charts which are available.
Okay. Thanks.
So when we compare between the Tableau and Excel, so Excel has a different purpose. Excel may, you can have a solver, you can see the data analysis toolkit. So it has a purpose of data analysis as well, right? So it is having a visualization in terms of right. So Tableau is different in terms of data visualization, and it has AI. Okay, Tableau has a different terms of data visualization, and it has AI. So Tableau is something where it is meant for data visualization. So it has all the options of data visualization which you have ever think of. Right, and because it's a data visualization tool, it is quite similar to Pivot. If you actually work on the Mona, if you work on the Tableau, you will find that there is much more things which are available in the Tableau, because there are many things which Excel may we have to like say this one thing is just a data visualization in terms of charts, as I have discussed about, I think 14-15 charts which are available, which is also a part of Excel. But apart from charts, you can have a data, you can have a data join. So means when I am using a Excel, and if I have to make a two sheets, or I have to join the two sheets, sheet 1 and sheet 2, I have to apply the VLOOKUP or something, right? If my one data sheet has the name and roll number, and the second data sheet has the marks of all the semesters or the trimesters, I have to apply the VLOOKUP based on that, and I have to aggregate the data. But in case of Tableau, it is just a 1 second job where you have to just take the two sheet, and then it will integrate the sheets by apply the join, and it can be not only the single sheet, but it can be in the multiple resources also. So if I have a Excel, if I have the Oracle or a SQL Server, there are different databases which are available in different resources, and if I can incorporate into one Tableau window, right? So that can be the second advantage where I can have a multiple data source. The third advantage is even a single sheet can be joined or can be used in. That can be the third advantage. This next advantage of using a Tableau is I can share, right? I can, like in Excel also, you have a sharing option, but here you can integrate the data, you can collaborate among the different Tableau have owners, right? So if a company has taken the 5 different licenses, they can collaborate, they can create their common dashboard, right? And then they can use it, and at the different level they can use different dashboards, or it can be the same dashboards. So if there are 5 persons who are working in the collaborative window, they can see, they can share, they can publish it, right? You can give the reader access also. So it is not only that there is a developer access, but there is a user or there is a reader access also. Like we have a Acrobat reader, right? Only one can read with the view only options, which is there. So to the lower management, you can have give the reader option where one cannot change, where one cannot, and there can be a developer option where you can change the fields, where you can create your own dashboards or something. So that is there. Then you have a server option also, where you can have a Tableau server. Tableau server may you can have all the data. Then there can be different clients. So if you have a multiple offices, multiple location, you can have a server option. You can have a server client option also there, where the server can have all the data, and the clients can use, or the different different locations can have their own dashboards which are created, and that can be comparable to the main office as well. So in this way, one thing is you have a different Tableau options which are available. Now you can have a public option, you can have right, there is a private option, there is a desktop option which can be installed in your desktop. There can be a reader option which is there. There can be a server option for the Tableau is there. So they have the different Tableau options, and every Tableau has a capability of accessing a large number of data sources. So if you when you open the Tableau, you can see that what all data I can use. I can use, I can have the external connection, I can have a detail, there may be a SQL server, there may be Oracle, there may be ODBC connection where you have some application and you are linked to that. You have a third party control where you can have a connection, right? So there can be the n number of options where you can use the Tableau. So Tableau is for the visualization as a visualization power. It is being connected and also have a facility where you can have a n number of data. And Excel may there is a disadvantage where you have a limitations of number of columns for number of records, right? But in case of Tableau, you can have n number of records. It can be go to lakhs, it may be go to n number where you can and you get a better visualization, because if you have the more data in place, then the data analysis will be more perfection, as what we do or what we study in the predictive analytics. So the Tableau is not a data analysis tool. That's why it won't give you you cannot find out the t test. You cannot perform the chi-square test or something. But because it's a visualization tool, it will give you an intensive knowledge of the visualization with respect to the large amount of data support which is there. So if I just take you to the Tableau and we just quick have the difference between the Tableau, and I think most of the things I have just covered, but if there is something which is left out, I will take you through. Tableau is a powerful tool, which is a fast growing data visualization tool used in data business intelligence industry. So when we talk about the dashboard tool, the BI tool is nothing but the dashboard, right? So business intelligence tool where the business will be getting an intelligence to perform or to find out based on the patterns of the data, based on the different charts of the data. So it helps to simplify the raw data to be very understandable format. The Tableau helps to create the data and to understand by the professional at a any level of the organization, whether it can be a lower level, middle level, higher level, any level of the organization can create the data, can understood the data. Yes, I will share the PPT, Ritesh. So it also allows the non-technical users. That is again an important point where you don't have to learn any coding part if you're using a dashboard, right? You simply have to see or have to just click and drop and click and drop. So if you will be, tomorrow we will see that how to create a chart within a second. So if you just pick and drop a particular column, you will be getting the chart created for you. So you do not require any coding, you do not require any macros to be written, you do not require anything. But simply, if you are creating a chart, you can do by your own without having an understanding of programming language. So best features of Tableau is as the data analysis is very fast with the Tableau tool, the data visualization created in the form of dashboards and worksheet. Excel may we use worksheets in the similar way. The naming convention is same here. Also we use worksheets. We use dashboards where you can have multiple sheets into one, that is considered to be a dashboard. Now, the best feature of Tableau are data blending, as we have seen that how the data can be blend with each other. You have different set of data with different servers and how it can be used. real-time data analysis, as there is a server option which is there, and if you have a data with real time, like if you have a certain banking data or Amazon data, where real estate data, or it can be any data, it may be a stock price data. If you have a certain real-time data and that can be having a Tableau software installed at their server, then you can have a real-time analysis also, right? So you don't have to wait to download the data, but it can be installed at the real time. Like we have the COVID last 2 years. So you can see that how the COVID's reports are generated at every evening, right? So 7 p.m. at the night, you will be getting all the updated records of the COVID positive cases and the vaccination. So it is being updated. How it can be updated? Because it is there at the real-time server. And then the Tableau is installed, and as soon as the data is updated at the server, it is going to be flash in the different containers. So whether it is positive or negative, or if you want to take the percentage of the total percentage who are positive, something like that. So that can be easily seen, or once there are 15 days are over, one can be back to the home, or being a positive, negative, having tested as negative. So that has been updated at the every day information. So collaboration of data is again, because the dashboard can be, or the reports or the Tableau can be collaborated. Collaborated means many developer can work into a single system. That can be one, or it can be collaborated where you can have many resources, many options where you can collect the data and then form the dashboard. So, and this tool can be interest to the business, it can be interest to the researchers of the different industry. So these are the 5 options, 6 options which are there. Tableau desktop. Tableau desktop is, if you have a Tableau, these are the different options where you can install the Tableau. The Tableau desktop is, if you have installed the Tableau at your local computer or at your desktop, then that is a version of Tableau desktop. If I have installed with the 14 days trial option, but if I registered within 14 days and says that I am an educator or a student, for the faculties and the student, it is free of cost. It will give you a license up to 1 year. So you have to specifically defined or specifically give your authentication about and you have to register as a educator, as a student, then you will be getting a 1 year free licensing which is there. So 14 days trial version is there. But if you are a student and if you are a faculty of any organization, then it can be extended to, earlier it was for the faculty as well as student, but I am not very sure, but it was there for the 1 year free version. Tableau public. Tableau public is again an option which is available where you don't have to install at your desktop, but you can create your login ID and password, and that you can have a public option which is available. I am working. What about working professionals? I don't have any idea, but that is, I think you can go for Tableau public. Tableau public is something which is freely available where you have to just create a login. But what the difference of Tableau public and Tableau desktop is, you have different options. Why I have installed Tableau desktop? Because I want to show you what all options are available for the data sources, right? So Tableau desktop, it has all the options which are available. So that is there. But if you have installed a public also, if you have created, registered as a public, Tableau public, the files which are being stored at the public domain, right? That is one thing. Second thing is the options which are the data source or the database option which is available is limited. But for your purpose, you don't have to do much on related to the data sources. So you can try on hands-on by using public also, Tableau public also. Then there is a Tableau online. Tableau online, this is again online as the name suggested, which has being available at the online platform, means it is 24/7. You have to log in and then you can use the software, and that is available as online. Then there is a server. Server is again, you have a server option where you can look for the server and the client version. So server, Tableau server is again, it has the one server and there are many clients which are being. So when you are taking a server, so there are the options where it has been connected to the different servers. And when we are actually using the data sources when we use, then this Tableau server is much more clear to you, the option which is much more clear to you, because at the server we want all the information, like in case of the COVID data, when you are having it, all the data which will be updating on the server, but we want it to be flashed to the client only at 7 p.m. in the night, right? All the COVID cases we want it to be. So there the role of server and the client comes into picture. So there is an option called extract, where you want data to be extracted or data to be seen all the other users at a specific time. Then you can do that setting. Then there is a Tableau reader. Tableau reader, you don't have to have a data source. It is just for the reading purpose. It is just for the viewing purpose. You don't have to install. You cannot make a dashboard. You cannot, but you can see the dashboard. So that is the role of Tableau reader. So these are the different options which are there, just to have a feel of, because you are using Tableau, so you know what all options is available. There are two sections which are available in the Tableau. One is the developer option, where you can use the Tableau, where you can see, where you can have either a desktop or a public version, where you can develop a dashboards, where you can develop a charts, report to generate, storyline you can prepare. That's what we are doing in the next 2-3 days. Then there is a sharing tool option. Sharing tool option where you can share a report, you can share a dashboard, you can share whatever work you have done to the other users, where you have to be a Tableau online, you have to be a server, and then you have to be a reader. So in that case, there you can share on your work to the other users which are having these versions which are available. Then the Tableau products, so this we have already done, the professional and the desktop professional. There's a personal as well as the professional option. Professional option where you have much more options which is available, which is not there in the Tableau. And when you talk about the personal, there is offline also, right? So either offline or the public, which is there. So if you are at the offline, you can use in your computer, you can do it, but if it is public, then you have to be log in with the specific user name and password, and then that can be done. So then there is a desktop professional. Desktop professional, you have many more options which is there, where you can have a collaborative option, data source, data types. Again, there is a restriction in the personal and the professional. So connections with database, data types, that are all the differences which are there in the different versions. Tableau software, which is a paid software, so it has the different versions which are available. So based on the data types, the number of data types which you are using and number of databases that you are using, it has certain restriction in the one version to the another version. it has a workbook which is created and saved locally, right? So these are the some of the differences when you say public to the private or professional to the desktop version. There is no privacy of the file. If you're using a public, you have everything which is you are creating has been saved to the at the public domain. So you if your data is secret data, and that can be available as public in the public domain. So in that case, if you have certain data which is at your organization data, so that can be there. So in that case, you cannot use the public, because the data can be because of the security point of view of the data. Then Tableau server is again, you can share the workbook, visualizations, you can have the dashboards, right? So it can be published in the dashboard, it can be uploaded because it is a server, so it can be uploaded on the server, and then all the license versions can be used. Then Tableau Online is again a functionality which is similar to the server, but it has stored and hosted on the client, and it maintains by the Tableau group. Reader is only having reading capacity. So this is what there is the internal structure, how the Tableau will work. Now, Tableau is there is a Tableau data engine, and then Tableau server. So this is how the it passes on the data to the data engine, and then it is pass on the information to the data to the Tableau server. Tableau uses is the business intelligence, data visualization, collaboration, data blending, real-time data, query transaction of data, import a large size of data, no coding required. It manages a large size of data. So then there is a comparison between the Tableau and the Excel. So I stop here, and I take you to the installation window. So I hope you all have installed the Tableau by using that link. Have you installed the Tableau? No? Okay. So what all you have to do is you have to just click on the link, or you can, I'll just show you, you can just go to the Google. So you can go to the Google and type Tableau download, right? Or you can click on the link, or you can click on the link which I have provided to you, and then you can, yeah. So there is a Tableau download desktop which has come. So if I click here,
off पे हो सकता हूँ stream, maybe.
right? So it is giving you the different options where you can sign in. Yeah,
14 या 18 से भी हो
can
सकता
you,
है 14 या 18 से भी हो सकता है इनका पेपर
Divakar ji, please mute yourself.
आज हो रहा था डिस्कशन ऊपर अभी होगा
Okay.
okay. So this is the window which is there. This is for the desktop version, right? So I have started with the Tableau desktop. Start your free 14 days version that I have installed. So I have given the elementary information of myself, like all the information like first name, last name, your email, organization, company size, etc. that can be put in. And then you can click on the download free trial. So once
Monica ma'am, I guess here personal IDs won't work, right? They need to have organization IDs.
yes,
right?
you have
Yeah.
to have an organization ID.
So please add your organization ID,
Organization
then
ID.
you can install the software.
So once you have filled everything, you have registered actually, and when you download the free version, in my case also, I have just downloaded. So it has given me the option as the Tableau for bit 16-bit to 20.4-4-0, right? So this has been installed. And once I have registered, it has started installing, and then at the end, it has asked for my email ID again. So once I have put my email ID, then I am able to install. So you can try installing it right now if you want, or if you want to. Ma'am, I am using a personal system. My organization is not allowed to do the download if I use. So Ramon, you can try for the personal ID also. I maybe if you find any problem, then let us know, because because many of the students does not have the official ID, so they might be using the personal ID also. So you will try for the personal ID. It may be that it will work, because earlier it was working, because when I have installed it for the first time, I have installed using my personal ID only. But later on, they have given some restricted. Or Mohan, but Ramon, what you can do is you can use the public Tableau public. So Tableau public is something where you can do the hands-on practice. Right, so web version account can be created. I have done. Okay, so Sarvesh has already done with the web version account, so I think you can also create. Okay, so once you have installed the Tableau, I will just show you the window how it is going to look like. The Tableau public, again, you can do. Tableau public, the only difference is you will be getting the restricted options of data types. So that is okay, means that does not make any harm. You can go for Tableau public, no issues. Right, so this is the option which is there. In the desktop, you will be finding out the Tableau so a shortcut which is there. Then you can have the click on it will. This is the first sheet which has been opened. You can see that there is a Tableau server, there is an Excel sheet, like where you have to connect to the different servers which is there. So this is the screen which you can see that it from a file, like you have to have a connection with the Tableau server. So any Tableau server you want to connect. So because it is a desktop version, it has all the facility. And the similar way in the down below, you can see that there are three sample data dashboards which are already available, right? So you can go through the Superstore, you can go to the regional or the world indicator, you can find this sample or a template which is available. I think Tableau desktop package is downloaded, ma'am. Fine. So it won't require a official ID. You can even use the personal ID to install it. If you can see the left option, there is two file, right? So you can have either a Excel file, or it can be a text file, or it can be, so these are the options which is there, right? You can even have a PDF file also as a data, and then you can look forward for the data. Spatial file is also there, where you have some geospatial kind of thing. Statistical file is also applicable for the Tableau. If you click on more, right? So if I click on more, you can see that there are different options which is available in the or these are the different TWB, TBX, TBM, right? So these are the different options which is there. So you can click on this more option. You can open your own data type file if it is available. Server option is not, yeah, server option, because it has a restricted server option might not be there in public, because public it has a restriction where you can have a restriction in terms of data sources, restriction in terms of databases, because but that's why I have installed, because I can show you what are the different options which are there. Similarly, you can have there are different servers which are also there. You can have a JDBC connectivity, you can have, right? So you can, if I click on this, you can see that what all options is there, right? So these are all the data sources. There are 73 data connections which are there. So you can see how large is the database connectivity option. Even you can directly go to Amazon, some of the databases, which is Aura, which is Antenna, which is, right? So these Alibaba, some of the data sources. So there are many more data sources, even Cloudera Hadoop, which is again can be connected as a server. So not only it is used for the data analysis or the data visualization, but also it has an aggregation of different data sources, and which is a huge set. Like if you can see, the install connectors are 73 install connectors. Apart from this, there you have a different types of files that you can connect it if it is there in the system, and then you can start using it. So this is there. You can click on anything. Like if I click on Excel, and I can, if I have some Excel file, I can, because tomorrow we will be doing the hands-on on this thing. So I will be like, supposingly, if I use some data source file, so I can add on. So it will take some time to be installed in this, right? So you can see that it has been installed. And if you can see that this is the data connection, right? So this is the first screen where you have to start with the data connection first. So once you will be starting with the data connection, then only you can start with the worksheet. So if you can see the down below, you have sheet 1, right? So down below you have data source first, then you have sheet 1. So in the sheet 1, you can create the sheet, which you can create a visualization share with the respect to the data source. Then you can have the add-on with the sheets. So this is the first sheet, then you can have a second sheet, and so on. Now, similarly, if you go to the data source, I can see that this is the table which is created, and what is the type is the Excel. You can add on, right? So if I click on add, you can add another data set to it, right? So you can have one data set, like say, if you have a certain limited data into the one sheet, then you can have a second sheet add on to the sheet. You can have a connection with the sheet, right? And individual sheet, you can see that there is a orders, return, users. So these are the 3 different sheets. If you open the Excel sheet, and you can see that these are the different 3 sheets which are available. And what is there in the first sheet? Orders. So when you click it, you can see the view of it, and you can, so what are the tables that you want to add in the sheets, so right? So these are the having a different data set where you have country, city, X number of columns which are there. So this we will be doing tomorrow, right? So you get a fair idea about how it will look like. So you have you have to connect with the data source. It can be, you can add multiple data source here from the different resources. Then you can work on the sheet. It can be a single sheet, it can be a multiple sheet. Multiple sheet, you can have create a join between 2 sheet, 3 sheet, different data sheets also. And then you can start working on the sheet. So once you have added the sheet into this, then when you click on the sheet, you will be getting all the options which is there. So you can get all the columns name, like city, then there is a country, like so all the columns names has available when you have added the data source, when you have added the sheet into the so once you have added the sheet, now you can start working on the different sheet and play around with the visuals which you want to create. So there are the different options. So tomorrow I will be just going through the different options of menu as well as the sidebar. I will take you through the creation of different charts which we have studied today. How you can create the charts, right? You can export the data. Here, this is the option is there where you can share the data, right? So sharing option is also there. You can take the picture of it. You can put it into your where you can put the data into your right. So you can take a snapshot which is there. Because it is nothing, so that's why it is, and you can put it into your slides. You can create diagrams, you can put it into the slides, which the option is there. And yes, right, so these are the multiple things which are there. Except for the visualization, you can do the data, you can add on multiple data source, you can blend the data source, you can share the sheet with the multiple users. So these are options which are there. Right, so I just take you to the slides again. So we will be doing the hands-on tomorrow. So those who have not installed, they can install it right now, or maybe they can install it in the evening time, and then we will be doing the hands-on on from tomorrow onwards. So you have
Monica
a clear
ma'am,
cut. Yes.
I guess we need to give them some time for the installation,
Fine.
because if they have some query, then
Fine.
they can ask. Otherwise, if they do not have access to the software, then it will be
Yes.
problematic in the coming days.
Yeah, sure.
So like you can those who are installing, those who have installed, please type it in the chat box, or you need some time, right, if you're still installing. So please message in the chat box so that we can wait for 5-10 minutes. Okay, because this is very important. Yeah, installation is in progress. Okay, 10 minutes, please. So, okay, so we are waiting for 5-10 minutes, then ma'am will continue, because this is very important. You should have access to the software. Otherwise, it would be difficult in the coming days. Monica ma'am, please share the attendance link meanwhile. So
Yeah, sure.
yeah, on the daily basis, we will share the attendance link and the feedback link. So please fill that link, that form, because your certificate would be based on the exercise, what you will do here, and based on your feedback form, if you are filling it every day, and your attendance. All right. So Monica ma'am is sharing the attendance link and the feedback link. So please fill that meanwhile. And those who are installing the software, please install it. We are waiting for like 5 minutes. Then ma'am will continue.
Right. So I think some of them have installed, and some of them are installing it tonight. Right, and most of you have installed. So if you have installed, then that is good, because tomorrow when we are doing the exercise, then you can do the hands-on with me, so that there can be a better understanding of the software or the use of the software. Right, so I have just prepared a few slides on that when you are differentiating between the Excel and Tableau, which I have already covered the most of the things, and you already know Excel and you have seen Tableau also. So the purpose, as I have explained you, the purpose of both are different, right? So Tableau is more towards the perfect visualization. So based on the purpose, the analysis and the options which are available in the Tableau are according to the visualization, but the purpose of the data spreadsheet is for manipulating the data. So that's why, because of the purpose, it has a certain option where you can add the data, where you can do the simple calculation, where you can manipulate the data, etc. Most suitable for statistical analysis of structured data. That is the Excel, because if you have the data analysis tool pack, you have to do the t-tests, chi-square tests, etc. That is the option which is available. It is a quick representation of the data in terms when you have resolving the big issues, big data issues. If the data size is big, then you will be going through the Tableau. Moderate speed, no option for quicken. Like if you are creating a chart, you have to have go to the data, select the data, and create an option where you can click the chart, whether it is a scatter chart or something. But in case of Tableau, you have a moderate, you can optimize, you can moderate, you can enhance the progress of operation by having some hands-on by using the multiple options which are available. And if you know that particular option. Security point of view, say the inbuilt security features is weak as compared to Tableau. The security update needs to be installed on the regular basis. If you have certain softwares that has to be installed to take care of the security, but the extensive option of secure data without scripting, that is there, the data security features of row level, security level, the permissions are inbuilt, that can be taken care of, where you can share the data, only that data has to be shared, only the view can be shared. That option which is available. User interface, it utilizes the Excel for full potential macros, and Visual Basic scripting knowledge is required if you are using the user interface. If you are using the interface, but it is without any coding or the knowledge, you are able to use use the visualization. In case of business need, the best preparing on-off reports with the small data, but it is going with the big data. Big data in the sense of the data which is having the more rows and columns. Integration, Excel integration, desktop, okay, desktop Tableau is installed, good. So Excel integrates with it has an integration of 660 applications. Tableau have an integration of 250 applications. Right, so that is the option which is there, because Excel may again you can integrate with an application which has a lesser in number, but in case of Tableau it is more in number. Bundled with MS Office tools, comes up with a different version of Tableau. Then there is a cloud option, then there is a desktop option. When you are working on the Excel, you need to have the idea about where your data takes, and you have the insights of the data. But in case of Tableau, you can explore the data even knowing the answer. And then the inbuilt feature of data is blending and drill down, where you can have, where you are able to determine the variation and the data patterns. Because as you can see that there is the region, then there is like, so if there is certain hierarchy, then that hierarchy you can create in the Tableau, and it will automatically displayed in your screens, displayed in your graphs. But in case of you should know the idea, you should have the idea about the data inside, so that you can work according to that. Now, easy visualization. In case of working with Excel, we manipulate the data for the representation of charts and the graphs, and created manually, so that the visualization is easily understandable, and the features of Excel. But whereas the Tableau, the data is visualized from the beginning. Right, so you don't have to do the rows and columns of the data, but based on the data which is available in the database, you can simply start using it. But in case of Excel, it has to be there in the rows and column format, so that you can use it. So this is the architecture of the data. You have a data servers, you have connectors, you have components, and then you have gateways, and where the users can use it through their desktop, through their mobile, through the web. So this is how the engine, there is a Tableau engine, then there is a data which is having the connections, which has a certain components, and then it has linked to the different gadgets or the different options which are available. Then versions, I think versions were more into it when we have a comparison between a desktop and a public. There is a edition which is a cost, but in case of Tableau public, it is free of cost. It only connects the text and Excel file in case of Tableau public because it is free. The data connection in the case of desktop, you include the data, you include the web application, you include the n number of data sources which is available. It can be saved in the local file and published in the Tableau server and the Tableau online, but it can only have a Tableau public profile. The versions are available in the OS in both. With data and visualization is secured in case of desktop, but because it is in the public domain, so it seems to be unsecured. Somebody can download your data and can use. Professional and enterprise level, it is at personal level. Then data is extracted from the various sources and the Tableau extracted file. Data cannot be obtained from the various sources and limited and connect to the Excel and text. So that is the only change which is there, where you can connect only the Excel and the text file, but in the other case, there are different options which is available. So for the desktop, you can start installing the Tableau public sheet, which is the first sheet which is there. And next is I will take you through the navigation. We will be starting from tomorrow. We will be just going through all the menu options, and then parallelly I will be starting with the with the data and starting creating the charts and see that what are the different options which are available. So now we can have a quick review of what all we have learned today. Right, so you can write it on the chat box what all you have learned today. I hope you have finished up with your attendance and feedback. You have all have given your attendance and feedback. Yes, so we can, what all you have learned today. Okay, Ritesh says yes. Okay, what all you have learned today. And if you have any doubt, I can take your questions, and then we will be continuing the session tomorrow. So any questions? Okay, my personal Tableau looks screen different from yours. Okay. Can you share your screen, Mona? I think that may be some version difference. Maybe I can check my version. It is. Yeah, do we need to prepare any data set, any kind of data set for the, tomorrow I will be giving, Gitika, I will be giving you a data set for tomorrow's exercise, right? And parallelly you can, if based on your area, if you have a certain data set where you are exploring to write a paper or to have a visualization for that, you can have your own data set as well. So I will be giving you one data set for we are doing it, and one data set we will be using it for practice. And apart from that, if you want to use any other data set, then you can. Can we get the today's dates? Yeah, slides I will share. Ritesh, I will be creating a folder where I will put these slides so that, and I will be sharing that link to your WhatsApp. Do we need to prepare? Okay. While installing the Tableau desktop, I didn't select the product usage option. That is fine because I also don't use the option. So that has installed. Can we have the today's material? Thank you. Okay. Yes, Pritpal, I am sharing the data sheet as well as the slides for today's session. Data set also. So this is all for today. We will be meeting tomorrow. Vani ma'am, can we wind up?
Yes, ma'am. So we will share the data set. No, it is written.
Yeah. Share the data set as well as the PPT.
Yeah. Okay. If you still have any other doubt, WhatsApp group is there. So ma'am will answer the query there. Okay. Yes. So yes, we can close the session. Thank you.